Now you go from being athlete to in the entertainment industry as far as the nightclub go. What made you say I want to get into the management game?
So, like, how much do you know about me? Do you know anything about me?
I know what I see on Instagram. You feel me?
Okay, so I was married for like 6 years. My ex-husband is a professional athlete. He's pretty
Okay.
famous right now, and I was on the road with him for a couple of years, and like well, in his profession, they don't make money until after they start getting endorsed and actually get signed, and you know what I mean. So I was like taking care of us all these years,
Yeah.
and like went on the road with him. And like I'm always like like Pinky and the brain, like I'm the brain behind the operation, and he has hella talent. I can't take that away from him. Like he is not where he's at today because of me, but I played a role.
Right.
Because of you just gotta like hold shit down so people can do what they do so they can get where they need to be
Facts.
in order for us to be together. Because I'm not the type of woman that can go lay up in your mother's house, or any of that. Like, if we gonna try to be together, then we need to be doing it singly, and somebody needs to hold shit down. Like, that's just what it is. So that's what was going on. And then, after we didn't work out, like, I was like, fuck that. I felt like I had my life on hold. So it wasn't really like I was like, oh, I'm gonna start managing. Like, I was already in the industry here. I worked at like Zentra, Sangria, like all the major clubs downtown, Soundbar, Spy Bar, for years. And I was like, shit, let me just go ahead. And I was throwing a birthday party, and I was actually managing Chad London. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know Chad.
Yeah, so I started off managing Chad, and it just went from there. Like, I threw my first show. It was a birthday party, and he was supposed to be like the headliner, and it was lit, and I just never stopped.
So so being around all these people, you know what I'm saying, that don't necessarily make you popping, you know what I'm saying? So how are you able to throw these events and get people to come and act? Because it's a million people throwing events and a lot of them be dry, you know what I'm saying? So how are you able to make that transition to just off top, just, man, this way it's at?
It's a formula. Like, I'm a very smart cookie. It's a formula. Like, I do certain things numerically to make sure that I get certain results. So, after the first one, like, and I know which artists do what. So I really do be paying attention. People think that, like, I might not be, like, as much in communication with the artists as I should now, but that's because I deal with so many of them. So it's really, like, I got an assistant who handle all of that because it gets overwhelming. And then people, when it's your business, people take things personally. Like you're, trying to be personal towards them for how you conduct your business when it's not, like you are part of the equation, so I have to treat it as such. So I just do certain things, I was already kind of popular though. That's what I'm saying. Like I've never, like, even when I went to Ray, D. LaSalle, like I always kind of been like a socialite in Chicago amongst like, cause I'm like from 31st, so amongst that like social scene, like Whitney Young, D. LaSalle, or all of them, and that's kind of I just used what I already had to.
Now you talked about how difficult it is dealing with a boatload of artists. Now, with so much on your plate, was it easy for you to say, okay, I'm willing to take this amount of effort and put this into somebody else?
So I've tried to work with some artists, but like sometimes artists, okay, a lot of artists will try to get up on top of you because they need management, but their idea of management is literally just somebody who's going to financially support the things that they need to have done. When really, if I were to manage somebody, it would have to be somebody who already has like a project done, something that I can work with to try to monetize off of so I can create the funds to fund your project. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They come in all backwards, and I automatically be offended because it's just like, it's not like I'm broke, so it's like I'll be feeling like people be trying to have their hands in my pockets. I don't like that, so I'm very funny about like the whole management thing with people. I don't really do that, but what I do know is I offer a service, so while all the artists think that, they are the breadwinner in the situation, which is why I should work with them, that's not the case when people try to work with me. Right. Because I have something to offer you also. So it's like now we have to make it work. And a lot of them are like unwavering because really all they wanted was probably money in the first place.